The flyweight division has always been cooked, but it's not dead, right? Before UFC Fight Night Vegas 98, the UFC announced that Alexandre Pantoja, the champion, would be defending his belt against Kaya Sakura, a former Rising champion. A guy the UFC just signed not too long ago and is making his UFC debut. And then, Brandon Royval and Tatsuro Taira put on a show, and Royval beats Taira to show that he's still the #1 contender. But there's a problem with this division. It has always been cooked the moment it was created.
Okay, we are cooked. Yep, we are absolutely cooked, chat. GG.
There's only been 5 champs. Demetrius Johnson was the first champ and had an amazing 11 title defenses, cementing himself as the best flyweight of all time. After his controversial split decision to Henry Cejudo, it was sad that he was traded for Ben Askren. I know that he wasn't selling pay-per-views, and Dana White was threatening to close the division, but Dana White treated Mighty Mouse so bad in his time in the UFC. Henry Cejudo only defended it against TJ Dillashaw and moved up to bantamweight. And vacated the belt. And Davison Figueroa fought Joseph Benavidez twice and finally claimed it the second time after missing weight in their first fight. But then, the beginning of the 4-part saga with Brandon Moreno begins, and it was probably the most exciting the division has ever been, with their first fight being a draw, and then their second fight Moreno coming
This is a
close.
lot of time. This is not ideal in terms of the placement of the triangle. He'd like it on top. Because he's putting pressure on his elbow. Look at it. He's under the chin. Oh my God, he's got it. He's got it. Still fighting. Looks like he's got it.
In their third fight, Figgy won by unanimous decision, and in their last fight, Moreno wins again after a doctor stoppage. Moreno went on to defend his belt against Alexandre Pantoja, and Pantoja would go on to beat Moreno in a split decision. You can argue that it should have been a unanimous decision, with Pantoja winning rounds 1, 3, and 5. In Pantoja's first title defense, he went up against Brandon Royval and won by unanimous decision, in a fight where if Royval had good takedown defense and got up faster, he probably would have had a chance at winning. But now Pantoja goes up against Kaya Sakura, and Sakura's a great striker, but some of his KOs in Rizin have been soccer kicks or grounded knees, which are not legal in the UFC. So I feel like he's gonna get DQ'd. And he's also originally a bantamweight, so maybe he was just getting adjusted and the UFC didn't want to give him a fight right away when he signed. But I still think Pantoja wins with his grappling, but there's also another problem with this division right now, and it's that everyone in the top of the division has already faced each other. Some even multiple times, which makes it kinda hard for the matchmakers to make a fight. But these guys are getting older, so pretty soon we're gonna get some new prospects with a lot of potential. There's obviously a guy we already talked about in Tatsuro Taira who's 24, and his grappling is elite.
Now back on the back, the body triangle, as you said, Dom. And that's the difference. Look at Taira, he'll keep this position, whereas Royval went for an armbar from this position, and you lose the position to go for the submission, and now look where he's at. He had it, he could have ended the round on top. Royval, he goes for these finishes, and it's beautiful of him, but at the same time, now look where he's at. Not only has he never faced an opponent like Brandon Royval, but he's never been to a 4th round. Perhaps he doesn't need it here. 23 seconds to go. This will be crazy. He's going to squeeze away. His arm's not under the chin. It appears it's still on it.
And has a lot of potential, but he just needs to get better head movement and striking. Asual Lambeyev, who just beat Denis Nicolau, and has great grappling and striking, is ranked 7. I don't see Charles Johnson with championship potential, but he's one of the most active fighters on the roster with 4 wins in 2024, and is fun to watch.
Round out a loaded main card. You can purchase now, get $10 off through July 22nd. Third and final round here. It started quick. Another spin elbow from Johnson. Yeah, Johnson's bringing it in this man. They turned it up. And it was already hurt. He knocked him out. And he knocked him out. He can't.
And now he's ranked 15. Joshua Van is 23 and is 1 win away from being in the rankings. He might be the shortest flyweight ever, but he is really good striking. Andre Lima has 3 wins this year and has shown a lot of potential. Ramazan Tamirov just KO'd CJ Vargas in the first round in his UFC debut.
Big left gets through for Tamirov. 1-2, and left. Look at the power. Vergara trying to get out of the way of danger. He's on the run. Tamirov absolutely unloading with Vergara's guard high.
Jason Herzog, he's given him plenty of opportunity. Man, he's covering up well, but it doesn't look good. Fires back.
Great reffing by Herzog to keep this going, giving Vergara a chance to make his money, but we'll see if he can survive.
Vergara keeping the guard high.
Yeah.
Withstanding this pressure.
Very high.
Tamirov is
Goes
all over
body.
that
Now
body.
that's it. Body, and that's the one that does him in.
Whoa.
Welcome to the UFC, Ramazan Tamirov.
But there's one guy who's not in the UFC yet, and that is Bilal Hassan.
I don't like that side kick too much for him because he's too small.
Oh! My goodness! And the Barbosa will be proud of that one. And the move up to the back.
He's knocked him out in exciting fashion.
Ortega is hurt.
Beautiful striking.
Look at Hassan just patiently picking his shots, not rushing it. But those are 2 nasty shots to the body. Goes
Oh, he
again,
touched
that's
the
gonna
body
do
again.
it. Ortega covering up, and yes.
Wow. Precision.
Big right
Very
hand there,
good
yeah. Oh, the right drop. Look. Hassan trying to swarm here, ladies. Teeing up the shots, and that's gonna do it. Keith Peterson weighs it off. Another knockout win from Bilal.
And he's currently the Cage Fury flyweight champion, winning by rear naked choke.
Look at that step over to the back. Are you kidding me? Choke is around the neck. Can he get the squeeze? They all trying to hang on, trying to battle it. I think is he out? Oh, he doesn't want to tap, and that squeeze is
He's
in.
not wanting to tap. He is fighting the hands. He's
And
tapping.
finally has to tap. The knockout artist, Bilal Hassan, gets the submission. And at 23 years old, he is your undefeated CFSC flyweight champion.
Hassan has a lot of hype right now, and I wonder how many more fights till we see him in the Contender Series. I feel like the flyweight division puts on some of the most exciting fights. Roy Val versus Tesoro Taira is a potential candidate for Fight of the Year, and the division can be fun in the next couple years. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like and subscribe. I'm Janips MMA, and I'm out.